Welcome to the Daily WIP, the show where we discover that everyone is becoming a media company. On the show today, we are going to talk about production companies becoming agencies. We're going to talk to an agency about storytelling, and we're also going to talk about pricing of our new feature, Image Review. First up, you might ask, why are we shooting this episode in a car? That's because today's a little bit different. I was in the office, got an urgent text from my partner Gemma, where she had got an enormous migraine, and I had to zoom home, look after the baby, and now I'm zooming in the car to go and pick up the other child. So the first part of the story is talking about production companies or creative studios or freelancers becoming digital agencies. I spoke to a customer today in Alabama who was telling me about how he works with customers making videos, and they're trying to talk about episodical content. They're trying to create content that can be spanned across a whole year. They can talk about annual contracts as a business. And one thing that was coming out of it was that he was talking about like selling the product of videos, whereas what they're actually buying off him is results. And we talked a lot about how he's starting to experiment with having a marketing person that he'll collaborate with, who will think more about the distribution of the content while he's producing the actual content, and that they'll work as a collaboration to create outcomes. So instead of a customer coming to him and saying, I would like to buy 2 videos, please, they'll come to him and say, we'd like to deploy $50,000, $100,000, and we want to get $500,000 out of it. And how are we going to do it? And so that is how they work. So instead of him working just as a creative studio and telling stories through videos, he then becomes a digital agency that creates outcomes for his customers through the process of making digital stories and putting them in front of the right audience. Secondarily, I would like to talk to you about the pricing of Whipster Image Review. As you know, Image Review is launching tomorrow. Very excited. It's the biggest new feature that we've ever built. We've been a video review and approval platform for 4 years, and we've done a really good job of making a world-class product for video review, and we've now made that work for imagery. I think you're going to love how simple it is. We really pride ourselves on the fact that when people share content for review with marketing departments, executives and others, people actually use our product. It's so simple that they actually use it, and I think we've done the same thing with Image Review. The way we're pricing Image Review, I think is pretty cool, because we have more stuff to come, which will all fit under the same pricing. And the way we're doing it is, if you have an account, say you buy the account with 50 videos a month, it's very simple. You also, as of tomorrow, will get 50 images a month as well. So for the same price, no price change at all, you'll just pay the same amount of dollars every month or every year, and you will just get the number of videos and the number of images for the same price. For our enterprise customers, you will be getting a 90-day free trial of Image Review, and then it's available with your account manager. It's available as an add-on module, which you can talk to them about. And the cool thing is that when you buy an add-on, so currently you buy an add-on, you get 1 video. Every add-on you buy is just a package, so you get 1 of everything. You get 1 video and you get 1 image. And with more stuff coming in the future, you'll see that becomes even more effective. Special feature just for you today: some of the team go out for lunch and talk about their favorite videos.
We're going to Mr. Go's for lunch.
I got some popcorn chicken like random.
About that. You ready for your class?
I watched like 6 hours worth of filmed podcast. So it's like a podcast, and they deliver it on iTunes and everything. And you look at their Twitch and you watch it live while they're doing it. They're called H3 Productions. They're my favourite YouTuber. I watched a video. Well, it's on YouTube and it's called Carnage. It's about veganism. It was about like 50 years into the future when we stopped eating meat.
I'm about to enjoy this amazing lunch.
What is it?
Vietnamese chicken salad. I'm subscribing to the Hydraulic Press channel.
Hydraulic press channel.
Where he just crushes stuff with the hydraulic press. I think the last thing I remember him crushing was he won a Webby award, and of course, and they gave him 2 Webbies so he could crush one on the channel.
I watched a video today of a man in Reading, England, got hit by a big purple bus.
That's amazing.
Got up, brushed himself off. He literally got like pins in front of the bus, rolls across the pavement, gets up, walks into the Purple Turtle pub, gets a pint.
Hey Haley, I haven't seen a video, so...
No?
No.
You have no videos. You work on videos every day and you've never watched
No,
a video.
I read. That's a lie, I don't read.
I just want to say that the instigator of the lunch shoot was Haley. I think you did a great job, Haley. Really captured the amazing food at Mr. Go's. So I think at this stage, I'm getting pretty close to pick up the kid. I think it's time to go and watch the interview. We talked to an agency about storytelling.
With the medium, small size companies, we do it all for them. And what they want is they want to be known. They want to get their they want to get their product out there. They want to be, they want to be an everyday name to, to their city, to their, whatever their business is. If it's online, they want to be seen, so that's our goal.
So in terms of you delivering on that thing that they want, like they're coming to you to get exposure to a demographic, right?
To get exposure and a lot of times to learn their own story. It's amazing how many people know their story but don't know how to say it. People want to know, where their stuff's coming from. They want to know who is making their furniture or who is making their products. So those are the clientele we're going after. And if, let's say, a company like a fast food chain or even a local fast food chain came to us, if they didn't want their part of their marketing to be their story, then we're probably not going to be a great fit for them. I know we have that niche, but you'd be amazed though. Like we even have, like I'm actually here right now. It's a gym here called Training for Warriors. She has an incredible story, right? And her story and all the people's story, that's what markets her. That's what makes people come to her. Everybody can lift weights. Everybody can have a program, but it's that. It's her passion. It's the people's passion that are here that made a life difference and change. We have done, for one, we did a big video for, wasn't big, but it was a nice 30-second piece for a big photo booth company that designs and builds photo booths. So, that one was a straight marketing video, just kind of showing off what they did. And just kind of showing off the beauty of their pieces. Now we're still telling the story. It's just not your typical story. It's the story of quality, craftsmanship, beauty, elegance, right, of their product. So that's how we went about it. It's amazing how many things have a story.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think everything is a story. Like the basic human communication tactic is storytelling. That's how our brains work. But tell me your thoughts on because I like the way you're thinking here. Tell me your thoughts on companies that only do product marketing. Companies that kind of hide themselves away because of whatever reason. They're just simply showing products and they're showing brand. Do you think these companies have got a future?
Oh, absolutely, they got a future. I mean, it depends on what it is. I look at camera gear. I want to be sold a product. I don't care about the story behind the camera. I like the stories that the cameras tell, but I want to know the nuts and bolts of a camera. I want to know what it can do. I want to know, how I can push it. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be good in low lighting? Is it going to be good with, high frame rate? How light is it? Can I use it on my Movi? Can I use it on my copter? I want that kind of information from the camera. I mean, you see what Apple's done. They've made it a, when they market their stuff, they have a mix of both. They show it off like it's a beautiful piece of jewelry, but then they always add that personal element to their, when they're selling the watch, the guy on the bike, or when they're selling the, I forget what it was. It was a mom with a record player and a music, and then the daughter, put all the music onto an iPad for her so she could hear all her old music, and it was just a touching, humanizing moment. So they did a mix of both, and I would say Apple's probably one of the best marketers has been one of the best marketers in the past 10 years, and they do a great mix of both.
But what about? I mean, that is. I mean, there's a humanizing element in those stories, but it's still not the people of Apple. You're not following Tim Cook around. You're not following Phil Schiller around. With their daily vlog.
Well, they're doing the opposite of that though. They're doing, you look at their daily blog, you look at their whole ad campaign too, when they were getting people to turn in pictures that they shot with their phone with the product. So they're doing the reverse humanizing, where they've taken the people who use it and made the story out of them. Look at the community you're joining, right? It's not the community of Apple who are building it. It's the community of everybody else who's using Apple, and look at all the beautiful things they're doing, and look how they're making a connection. So it's essentially the same thing, but you're not following. You're following other. They're building a what's the right term? They're building a community, right? So you're following the rest of that community, and almost, I would say, almost like a cult. And it's kind of for us too. If you're only a one-trick pony for marketing, you know, you're going to die out, or you're going to make a niche and you just follow it, and hopefully that it will be something that's sustainable. And the thing I like about storytelling is that it's always been there, and we're humans, and I think it's a part of us, and I think we make connections with stories and people and other humans. So, you know, that's what we're all passionate about. So I think that's going to be longevity. You know, product, not always longevity, but you know, it is that the storytelling. And why do we have the Bible? Because of storytelling. You know, why do we have, you know, hieroglyphics? And it's all storytelling.
And that just proves how important storytelling is. So thanks so much for watching episode 3. You've made it to the end of episode 3. I can't believe we've made it this far. So tune in again tomorrow for episode 4, which is the day we launch Image Review. See you then.
Nice message too.
Everyone.
Tasty.
Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and make more comments below. Also, we're thinking that the GH5 is a good vlogging camera. Let us know your thoughts. Also, for anybody in America watching this video and getting freaked out by what side of the car I'm on, we're in New Zealand. We're driving the other side of the street.